Hi everyone, welcome back again. So today we're going to use the liquid liner, the MS300 My Pond. So we're going to give it a try and see how we go. So it's with Brother's Pond, what we're doing on. Carl said just take it, just do that and see how it goes and test it for me. So it's going to do a little test for it. So we're going to try it today and hopefully it does the job. We're saying it probably works out near the same as a box weld liner, but it's just making things a lot easier. People can do it themselves. But we're going to get here today and I'm going to show you exactly how we're going to use it. Well, Brother's built the pond, he's built sleeper pond, but he's built the sleeper pond upwards, which I'm not 100% with, but he's building like a bridge across it as well, you see. So once the bridge goes across, strengthen up that side, he's going to put a strap on the other side. There's loads of rebar and stuff in it. So what I'll do now, I'll take you there, I'll walk around the pond and show you how he's built it and this liquid liner, how it's going to go on. We'll see you soon. So this is my brother's pond, that's what we're doing today. So what I had before was a little pond. Here now, as I'm showing you, there's a picture on screen now. So showing a small little pond. I told him to go bigger at first, which he said, no, not a small pond. And now he's a big difference now. He's got this old big pond here, which is a lot better. But saying what he's done, he's built it from scratch. And he's put all rebar, all straight down, all through, all sticking up. And he's knocked them right down into the ground. But I told him not to build it this way at first, like put it the other way, but it's all cost and that. He's trying to keep going. He's got 5 kids, so he doesn't want to spend a lot of money. So what he's done, he's put them all up ways, but he's put loads of rebar, like I just said, strengthened it all up. But eventually, before the water goes in, I'm going to put some wood across here, across this side here. There's going to be like a bridge going across. On this area, this side he's got a little fatty pond now, some fishing down there. But he's putting like a seating area, so come out the side of the shed, which he's building as well. Come out the side of the shed, sit around here, enjoy the fish, come over the bridge, across here. Smart little pond. It's looking good. But saying all the bottom and everything was concrete at first as well. That was all concrete underneath. So he concrete all that. So we did put the bottom drain in as well. I did that a couple of weeks ago for him. Put the bottom drain in. It's coming across all the way over. We have got a nexus in this corner here, which is all encompassing in it. So I'll show you that another time. So it's coming across there. Just needs to put an extension on the pipe, as you can see there. But it's absolutely looking great now. So he's sanded it all down as well, like burn effect. He's burnt all the wood to make it look a finish. So it's looking quite smart. As you can see, he's burned it all, sanded it all down, burnt it with a torch, made it stand out a bit. And so later on he'll varnish it, which is a nice finish like that. Looking smart. We're saying the liquid liner today, so we are going to do that. We're saying last week it was absolutely pouring down, and this was absolutely soaked here. So what we did, I just put loads of liquid liner, well not liquid liner, the MS300, all over it. And it proper stuck to it under the water as well. The water was underneath it, but it still stuck to it. He's had to really scrape that off for me, sand it down, try to get it off, but it's really stuck well. So the MS300 definitely does the job. I wouldn't advise people to go over the water, but it's definitely did it. See, it's proper stuck on there, so I wouldn't advise people to do it. But it definitely does the job. So what we're doing the MS300 as well, we've gone all the way around the seal. I'll show you how go through, silicone all across, wetting my finger, coming across, make it all nice and pushed in, so it's all in the corners. I'm saying all the corners are done, all from the top down to the bottom. Same in every corner, it's got a good fit beading, it's good 10-12 mil, push right in the corners all around. It's looking great now. So we're ready to go. So we used OSB board as well. It does stick better to OSB board, a lot better, because we tried it in plyboard before at Carl's. So with these, but it didn't stick the same as it did to the OSB. So I prefer sticking to the OSB. It's not absorbent as much. It's going to really go to it. It's got like a key to it. It's like a smooth finish. So it's sticking a lot better. And as you can see here now, absolute cracking. It's not even coming off at all. So you'll see in a bit when we start spreading it on. Also the bottom drain as well. I put a big bead all around it all. So my brother cut it all out for me. Put all that in there. He wanted me to do it, but it's all he can get done. He's got to learn. He's done it all himself, so I can't fault him. So he's siliconed all the way around. Other than that, it's looking good now. How's that looking? Looking brilliant. So he did a good job of it. Well proud of him. Getting it done. Nice and solid. So same across it here. So yeah, putting a bridge across there, I was saying earlier on, putting across here as well. Another piece of wood there just to strengthen it up. So it's quite strong. So it's got another sleeper at the front as well to strengthen it up where the window is going. So it is a big 2 metre window going in there. It's going to look quite amazing when it's all done. But we get on with this now. Let's start this MS300 liquid liner. See you in a bit. So this is the box of MS300 liquid liner. So we've got quite a few tubes of this. So I don't know if it's going to be enough. I've not worked out the meters of this, but so I've got 2 boxes just in case we do go over. It's the MS300 liquid liner. That's the stuff. It's 600, a 600 tube. It's in a bit like this one. I didn't want to start a bit earlier, but I couldn't find my sausage gun, which I found now. Put my sausages in. So we've got it now. I'm going to use that. So I'll show you in a minute how I'm going to use that. I'm going to cut that, put it in there, spread all that back wall, spread it about, trowel it out. I'll get back to you in a minute. And we'll trowel it on. I'll see you in a minute. Alright, got the old sausage gun. Let's spread it out and put it on here. Really use it out. I'll put a full tube on straight away. Put some right in the corners so I can get a good grip on it as well. Use this one up. It's 600ml. So we're half a tube gone. So you'll see in a minute how far it spreads. Almost out. Right, 1 tube. I'm down. I need to start putting more in the corner because obviously it's not spread enough on for here. So I'm going to do cut another tube in a second. Get another one in. Start spreading it on. Yeah, you're not going to get a metre out of a full tube, so you're not going to do that at all. So I'm putting it on quite thick, it's spreading well. So the sun is starting to come down as well now, so it's really baking, so I can't mess about with it really. Now let's get another tube, I'll be back in a second. Alright, just going to put a little more on, just so we can spread it. So it will spread a lot more in a minute. So we'll fill the gaps in them. This is the second tube now. So it will spread once I get it on. Let's get it on first. Start the spreading. And concentrate one more at a time. So I've got a big speed skim as well. So I'm going to try it in a minute. I'm not going to know if it works or not. I've got a plastic one and a metal one. We'll give it a try. And it will start getting faster in a minute once I start doing it. So let's try and air it first. It's starting to spread nicely now. I think so. We use 2 tubes straight around this one wall. So Carl, I'm sure you do your deal. You buy a box at a time off him. So I'm not sure the price, what it is 1 tube, but it will be a lot cheaper the more you buy, so it shouldn't be too bad. I'm saying 1 tube is going to be a lot more expensive, I like to do. It's good for repair jobs and stuff. Just make sure you don't see any wood colour. It's not going off proper in the corners either, so I would advise people first to get all the corners siliconed up first, so you've got a nice solid to it as well, which I never did myself. Just done it this morning. By the time I get on the other side, it should have gone off in the corner, so it should be fine. Let's finish the rest of it off. It's not a quick process. Hopefully get that. I'm opening this 2 tubes, this is 1 wall. Let's use the rest of it up, get it gone. In the corners, that's what I'll do mostly, I think. On the edges, so it's sticking well. Another 2 gone. There's a bit of leeway going over it again. So the sun will go off a lot quicker today. So what I'll probably do is, well, after I've done it, finished it, I'll probably go around the corners again. Just a better seal. I don't think we're going to have enough to finish this with 2 tubes. So it's trial and error and keep going. Let's get another tube open. I'll see you in a sec. Right, you cut the sausage, so try to cut all the way around and take it off. It's a bit awkward. It's a messy job. It's off. Put the top on. Use the same tube, same nozzle. Putting that on, squeezing it right around. This is a messy job, as you can see. That's on there. Give it a squeeze. There we go. Right, get the rest of this on here. Whack a low bar, I'd rather be safe than sorry. Make sure it covers. It's using quite a bit. So when you see me in a bit, we're getting a lot better. So it's obviously the first time I'm doing it. So we get on the other side. Spread a lot better. Nice thick coat that is. It doesn't need to be that thick. First coat, second coat is your main coat. So as long as I cover all the wood. That's the first coat done. We'll get onto another wall. Do a bit more. I'll get back to you in a bit. Right, it's gone on that side there, just past the window. And that's the old side we did a minute ago. And now we're on the back wall. It's not 100% perfect, it's bumpy in places, because in places where it's on, obviously it's always B-board. It's been sanded down, but not 100% flat as anything. So it has been raining a few last couple of weeks. It's been done for a couple of weeks' time, but it's lifted in place. We are using a lot more of the liner stuff, the liquid liner. But we're getting there. Still got quite a bit in that box left. There's a few in any. There's quite a few left. So what is it? Just halfway there, the box now. We're getting there. We've got half tube left in this one now. Just using it up. Just putting it on. So what I'm doing, every 4 inches apart, 4 to 5 inches, squeezing it all on. So I don't want to keep showing the whole process, it's a really long video, so I'm showing you bits at a time. Just doing it. That's half a tube gone. I'll spread it again, show you a bit more. So I was going to use the big long trowel, the speed skin, but I decided not to, just carry on with this. Messing around, getting everything sticky. As you can see, like here, it's sticking up, that's why I'm putting more on, you see, because it's where the wood is, it's not sand down proper. So you try to take them out sometimes, wipe them off. I'm trying to get it flat as I can. So it was plyboard, obviously plyboard's a lot flatter, so you'll never use as much. But being OSB, you're going to use a little bit more. But it's still spreading nicely. We've got a proper thick coat, so you probably don't even need another one. So I'll show you when it's dry. It's really covering well. You can see how thick it is. Coming across it. We've got enough here. I'm going to put it on. So if it was plyboard, I'll never use as much. But it's gone on nicely now. But around that side and the other side, it's really gone off quick now because that sun is starting to come out. It's only about 9:30, is it? Something like that? Yeah, about 9:30. The sun's popping up now and it's starting to get hot already. So around the UK, it's having a bit of a heat wave. It's on the 6th of January, 6th of September. So it's 6th of September. And it's 20 odd degrees already. It's going to reach about 28 to 30 degrees today. So I started a bit earlier. I wish I started a lot earlier, but I couldn't find the sausage gun this morning. Looking around everywhere. In the end, it was in the van. I thought it was in the shed. Looked over in the shed, the shed upside down, and it wasn't. It was sitting in the back of the van. Typical. I've not seen it for a long time. Just hiding underneath a bit of crap in the corona. As you can see, this is quite thick. It's spreading nicely. So it's over half a box I think we used. So I think we're just going to use about a full box on this. So not really too bad. You can see the bits sticking out in place, that's the reason why I can't get it dead smooth, that's why it's thicker. But it's going to be good enough to have another coat, so we can get it even smoother again after. Alright, I'll catch you again in a bit, and a bit more, don't keep boring you. I'll see you in a bit. That's one full tube we just used. So that's 600 ml. Just trying to show you how much we can get out of it now. Obviously, got a little bit quicker out of it this time now. So let's see what sort of spread. So we've done all the back wall. That's been done. This is the side wall. It's not very smooth the surface, so it's hard to spread it perfectly. It sounds like it's been wet a few times. I say earlier on the OSB. A bit bumpy. It is all dried out now, like. Let's see how much we get out of this. So we can really cover a metre, more or less. It's spread right. If it was on a flat surface, it was sanded down better. It would have stuck a lot better as well. It's bumpy everywhere. And I think they got a full metre out of it, so the tube will get a metre out. It's classed as a metre. But saying if it's not a very perfectly surface, say about 0.6 of a metre, something like that, out of a tube. And you see me spread it now, let's bumpy up and down. And the holes and stuff, fill them as well. Won't use as much, it's wasting the holes. So the tube covers 0.6 to 1 metre, I would say. And it's finished. So that's filling the holes where the screws and stuff were as well. So we fill them first. Definitely get a bit more out of it. Just trying to cover all the wood so it doesn't see out. So it does spread quite nicely. So I'm really happy with the spread on it in the end. Just saying I wouldn't like to do it in the pure sun. Like over there now, if it was over that side, it's really laying down, the sun is over that side. It's nice and cool over here. So I've got a bit more spread time as well. I want to advise people do it in this sort of weather because it will go off too quick. There's a massive bulgy as well, it's got to try to flat out a little bit. Scrape that bit off. So it's not helping stuff like this, trying to mess around and do it all. Seems a bit fairy, so I'll do a little coat after. As long as it's all covered, and later on another coat on that. Well, tomorrow it'll be, let it go off tonight, putting it back in the morning. I might even leave it 48 hours, well more or less 48 hours, and nip back early hours Friday morning. So still got this hot weather amongst us at the minute. So it's 28 to 30 today, I think about 32 degrees in the next couple of days. So I'll be getting here early than what I did today. But, so that's about a metre coverage, you say there. I haven't worked out, I haven't measured the pond here, I think it's 146 mile, 16?
Yeah.
Whatever, 146? Yeah, 14 I'd say. Quick guess. There's about a metre coverage on there, so you'll get a metre out of it. Right, I'll catch you in a bit. We'll get some more done. So we've done all the coating around the side now. So we just got Emily and Ian just hoovering up, haven't we? Yeah. So it's leaving the bottom now, so it's any bits what we've knocked in, so we'll get it nice and smooth. What I'll do is that one bit of sill there, which I'll do in a minute. Ian's just going to do that, and we'll start here and do the sill as I come back at the same time. As I come across there, but looking well good now, well happy. So it has got a brilliant thick coat on, so I cannot see this leaking one bit. So no doubts with this, and we'll see when it's all up and running. So I'm going to finish these bits now. I'll get back to you later on after I start doing this floor. Start this floor, I'm going to put it right on the side so you get a good seal on it. I'm going to do this every couple of inches, 2 or 3 inches apart. There's only half a tube in this one. You may get this out. Ian change this for me. I'll get back to you in a second. I've just spread that quite thick in this corner, so I thought I might as well use all that there, so I've got a good tap to it now. So Ian just done with another tube. I've been spreading this. It's spread a lot better here because these new boards. These boards only put down a couple of days ago, so these haven't been wet. Like the boards on the side, it's only been out in the elements the last couple of weeks. It's really been pouring down here, so it's a big difference in weather. That's what it was. About 14, 15 degrees all week. last week, so to say, and the week before, pouring down with rain. But now, British weather, we've got blistering sun in September. Absolutely crazy. Right, let's kid him around the corner. Let's see how far this tube goes on the bottom. Same again, loads on the edge. So I've got a good key. One tube gone. So I'm putting on thick on the bottom, so a good seal. Next goes dogs, coming it back. Haven't seen a cat. And now we've jointed the boards together here, really put nice and thick and get a good seal on those onto that. So nobody else has to do it this thick, but it's just me, just I prefer. It costs a bit more like. Got a nice flat surface like that here. You can see it's spreading nicely as well. If you are doing it, as soon as you've done the boards, get straight onto it, don't let them swell up in the rain for a few weeks' time. So it's a good, me showing you this way, so we know for the future, don't we? So hopefully it can save you lots of money. Who's using that much? So 0.6 to 1 metre for the tube, I'm saying. That's what I'm going to go on. There's a lot more on the floor, something a lot thicker. You see, get a nice spread on that now. So you pull it out there, and I pulled all that off there. There's a lot coming off that. I'll say there's probably plenty on that. It's a good 2 mil thick there. I'll spread it again. I'll cover it. So I don't have to put another coat on it, but I'm going to anyway. So it's starting to go off nice. The sun is proper blaring now. It was 22 degrees half an hour ago. So 23, 24 degrees now. Not going to mess around too much now, because it's going off that bit because of the sun. That will do. That'll be perfect. It's going to be full of green algae and moss in a few weeks' time when the pond starts establishing. As long as it's got a good coat, I'm happy. Right, that'll do for now. Ian's going to get me another tube. I'm going to catch you in a bit. Right, it's done out of the bottom drain, but then it's gone all the way around it all. I've wet my finger a few times, nice and smooth. So I did put a bead of silicone earlier on inside there. So wet it all up, nice and smooth around there. It's not perfectly smooth around here because the sun is even baking more now. Just left enough space so I can get out here. So what I'm going to do now, come all across the back, go all the way around, come out again, and come out a little space there and get myself out of there. So finish this little bit off now, and we'll catch you in a bit. I've got the last little bit to do. Just going to get out. I've got the last tube of the full box. There's 20 tubes going here. Last tube we're doing. I think we've just got enough in here. A little bit left. As you've just seen here, last little bit I did. So it's 20 tubes it's used. And we've done, I think we worked out about 15, 16 square metres altogether. We've done it in. I put miles too much on, but I've gone really over the top on it. So I've probably done both coats in one. But I am going to go over again tomorrow, just in places, but it's really, really thick coat on there. As you can see, I've wads on there now. Really thick coat. So I can't see that leaking at all, as it is. We're going to let it go off at least 24 hours, maybe to 48 hours. We'll see how we go. But now, it's looking great now. It's not perfectly flat like it would have been, like I would have liked it to be, shall I say. You can see it's lumpy in places. Obviously the sun has started hitting it here, because I did this bit first, worked my way to here, left myself a little space, as you can see, where I've left it here. It starts to go crumbly here. Just start to go off the sun hitting it. Obviously get the trowel over there, it starts pulling it. So going over top a bit more. So I did all that bit, come back, come to here. That literally took 5 minutes around there. come back to here. That's how fast sunshine today is getting it. So it's really, really bright. Sorry about that if it blinded you. The sun is absolutely blaring today, and this is starting to go off already over here. It's rubber already, as you can see. It's squeaking, and that is red hot. Absolutely red hot, 'cause it's black. But I'm really happy with that now. Taking shape. So I'm gonna leave it, I'd say 24 hours minimum. So I may come back tomorrow, or maybe it's another day after, come back and go over it. So it's a little bit tackish this side. So the sun's not been on this side, but over there the sun is really on it, so I'd rather leave it longer and let it go off. But I'll come back, just touching up really, so I don't think I'll give it a full coat over it all. You'll see how we go. So use 20 tubes on there. I don't know how much it is a tube yet, I've got to sort that with Carl. So if you don't want any tubes, I'll be selling this as well. And Danny's Coin Aquatics at the bottom, if you have a look. Will be on the website when it's available. But other than that, come back, get the window in first, then we touch it up everywhere, leave it a couple of days after, then we get the big fill after then. But looking mint, well happy with it. So that is all nice and spread. All over there now, looking smart, well happy with that. But then I want to get here a bit early this morning for 6:30, but obviously it was looking for me gun this morning with sausage gun. I could not find it anywhere, but obviously it was in the van, found it in the end, so I got it here. Got it a bit late, so I was an hour or so late. But it's done now, well happy, but I would not do it in the sun again, because obviously it goes off too quick. I'm saying in the corners and stuff, and down here, you can see where it starts to drag with the trowel, and that goes off a bit too quick. Literally 5 minutes, coming round, coming to it, gone off dead quick, so I would not do it in the sun. But obviously, next couple of weeks, the sun will be gone, and our winter's on his way. Autumn's here, winter, so we're getting cold again, so you should be fine. But be back in a couple of days' time, get all this top coated again, going over it. Doesn't need it, it's a proper fit coat, probably put miles too much. But I would advise people, make sure you do preparation first, get it flat as you can, so don't put it on that thick. You shouldn't have to, but I did it that thick, so the preparation wasn't perfect. See, it's been raining on the boards start to swell up in places. You're sanding them down, but not perfect. Let's see where the screws and stuff are. I had to put a bit thicker around there. With preparation, you get it all right, so it won't cost you as much to put on. So obviously it'll spread a lot more. You see, nice thin coat, top coat after. You'll probably do that in less than 20 tubes in there, I'd say, all together. I've used 20 tubes in there now, so it's spread over, nice thick coat, but 18 tubes max, I just say, 18, 20 tubes in 2 coats. That's what I'll take on there. So you probably get 0.6 to 0.8 a metre for a good thick coat. But that'll be it really for this one, and hopefully we shall see you on the next one.